What is going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Your boy is here to help you get through said Monday morning, because let's be honest, Mondays stink. So today, it's time for another 10-minute mailbag. Your questions answered coming up. Boys and girls, if you are new to the channel, hello, my name is Kenny. Every Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, we post the 10-minute mailbag where I answer your MLB The Show questions. They could be about anything. I have 200,000 stubs. What should I do? I've got a tough lineup decision. Help me make it. What is the best way to grind team affinity, perchance? Any and all types of questions are welcome here, so make sure you subscribe, come back, and leave your comments down below for the next 10-minute mailbag. Now, guys, very important to note, the next 10-minute mailbag will not be next Monday. I will be traveling, and so I'm not going to be able to record and update a 10-minute mailbag. So, that following 10-minute mailbag will come out the following Monday. However, I will still have a Monday video for you guys. I'm going to record it shortly. It is a little surprise, but it is a question people have been asking me, so I figured I would expand it into its own video. It's a long-form version of this, kind of, sort of. You'll understand when you see it. But without further ado, let's get to your questions from last week's video. We're going to answer them right here. All right, we are going to put 10 minutes on the clock. And in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Robert Gauthier, I don't know how to pronounce it. Maybe you can help me. Gauthier, if it's French, I think I got it. We're wasting time. Love the Shlomo episode of the podcast. Every Tuesday they show the podcast. As well as a number of others collaborating with other creators. Thank you, I appreciate that. Any upcoming collabs in the works we should be looking forward to. It is funny you say that. So, very important, boys and girls. Tomorrow, literally tomorrow at 9 a.m., Bob Kendrick is my guest on the show, the podcast. Yes, the president of the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum was kind enough to give me an hour of his time to record an episode. You guys are going to be so proud of me. First of all, incredible conversation. Second of all, I didn't say a single bad word. And third of all, I wore a polo shirt. So, I dressed to the nines for the occasion. Bob Kendrick is maybe one of the top 5 nicest human beings on the planet Earth, and I cannot wait to share that episode with you all. It'll be here on YouTube, 9 a.m. Eastern Time Tuesday. It'll also be on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Make sure you check it out anywhere, everywhere. Comment on it, like it, and subscribe. Most important things you guys can do. Robert, thank you for the question, and thank you for being a fan of the podcast. I appreciate you. CJ Crow, should they make Captain Card's core? Now, that is why we're on this screen. The captain situation is strange, man. I wish I had a perfect answer, because I still truthfully don't know what captains should be and how they should work. Some captain cards, as you can see here, are core. Sanford Green captain Buck O'Neil is core because they want to encourage people to use the cards from storylines. Continuing on, anything you had to do for a live series collection, so like the Mets collection, Tom Seaver, that is a core card. But then they have set ones like Carlos Santana for the April monthly awards captain. I think that makes sense to be set one, right? Because it's from April, and they've tagged it as April. But then you have ones like these, Raleigh Fingers, the high stamina reliever captain, and Salvador Perez, the Venezuela captain. Why are they set two? Why can't they be core and be used year-round? It's a weird thing they've created here, right? Because these, high stamina and Venezuela, remind me of team-affiliated captains. Mets Live Series, Dodgers Live Series, Cardinals Live Series. You have cards like, what's a good one? I know the example I want to give, I just have to find it. So please bear with me for a moment. Honestly, we could just use this one. Cardinals team captain Mark McGwire, set 2. I think the goal is to have multiple captains throughout the year that do the same exact thing. They're just a different card. So like in set 4, when this set 2 card is unable to be used, there will be another Cardinals team captain. I think that's kind of silly. It does give them a way to continue giving us more cards and more content. So to your point, should they make captain cards core? I think they should make more captain cards core. But I think the captain idea needs to be re-envisioned. I don't know, again, the answer to this. I really don't know how to make captains work. This was the first year doing it, so it was never going to be perfect from the jump. It's added a kind of cool element to the game. Not a lot of people take advantage of it, and I think SDS is seeing that and learning that. That's why they've continued to make small tweaks here and there to the core card process. I think ultimately, though, why would I use 92 Rockies team captain Larry Walker when there's a 99 Larry Walker that's juicy, spicy, incredible? The fact that using one prevents you from using the other, that's part of the captain problem too. I don't think making captains 99s is the answer. I don't think making them, core is necessarily the answer to making them more usable. I just think SDS needs to figure something out. So, CJ, I know I kind of answered your question and kind of went on a tangent. I just think the focus before they decide to make everything core is to make them usable. So thank you for your question, CJ, and I appreciate you always commenting. You're a frequent commenter, and I like that. I love you. Patient Zero, my boy. Will SDS ever have infielders actually play on their base that they are assigned, or can a zero-speed batter always reach first base on an outfield grounder? So Patient Zero, I don't know how many years you've been playing MLB The Show. But guys, in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong. It was either in 20 or 21. I think 21 was the worst game with it, but please correct me if I'm wrong. Base runners are getting thrown out at first base all the time from right field. And sometimes even from center field if you hit it hard enough and your runner was slow. So it was at a point where it was happening to people like every other game. And that is simply unrealistic. So what they've done instead is program it so that your fielder is essentially never near first base if it's hit out of the infield. Now, there are some situations in which maybe your first baseman and your second baseman dive and they both miss it, but the pitcher was running to cover, so the pitcher then can catch the throw from right field. That's happened to me before in this game, just hardly ever, like super infrequent. I do think, to your point, there might be some sort of middle ground. I don't want it to become another epidemic like it was in whatever game I said, 21. It was frustrating. It was a problem. It was really, really, really bad. And I don't know how to code the right way to fix it. I don't know if people want it to be fixed, if we're being perfectly honest. I think the way it is now is okay. I understand your point, though, about how slow batters can theoretically get thrown out from the outfield at first base. But I think it's better for the game currently right now, the way they've programmed it. I could be wrong. You guys let me know your thoughts down there. Patient Zero, thank you. Moving on, we've got a few minutes left. Hand sanitizer. First of all, shout out to hand sanitizer. You've helped us survive some things. Thank you. And thank you for commenting. You don't even have thumbs. Don't know how you did it. How do you deal with eye strain? Excuse me, I burped. I just had Chinese food. So these glasses, these spectacles, have the blue light in them. They are my everyday glasses. I have a distance vision problem, but I also use them to drive and whatnot. And they have blue light in them because I'm on the computer for work and then gaming. So blue light glasses, if you have the ability, to invest in them, first of all, it's for your health. So if it's for your health, I wouldn't even call it an investment. I would say you just do it. Secondly, if you don't have prescription lenses and you don't wear glasses, you can just buy blue light frames. This is not sponsored, so I'm not just going to start giving websites out, but if you just Google blue light glasses for gaming, you can find them. Other ways to deal with eye strain: don't sit this close if you don't have to. Lower the brightness if you have the ability to. And take breaks. Honestly, take breaks. Even when streaming, anybody can tell you, twitch.tv/kdjTV, by the way, thank you. I take piss breaks like every hour and a half. Just to stand up, move my legs, get my eyes looking at something else. Otherwise, they're going to burn out of your skull. And that's not healthy. Then you won't have eyes, and you need eyes. Blue light, taking breaks, lowering the brightness is key. And then, it might be difficult depending on your lifestyle or whatever, but after you're done gaming, eliminate the phone as much as you can. Helps with your eye strain overall. So thank you, hand sanitizer, and I appreciate your impact on the world. Lastly, Dree, sorry. Come this time next week, a lot of people will be unlocking their Set 2 boss pack. Yada, 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 yada. Who should get picked and why? I took Randy Johnson. I think Randy Johnson is the most meta of the cards because pitching is tough to come by, and he's Randy effing Johnson. Hank Aaron is a fantastic card. David Wright is a fantastic card. Both cards are fantastic. However, I find that Hank Aaron's swing is poopy caca, and David Wright's swing is poopy caca. And then when I look at what my team alignment is, Mickey Mantle's set 2, he's not going anywhere. Sammy Sosa's core, he's not going anywhere. Ken Griffey is set 1, so admittedly I do need to replace him. But then, where's Hank Aaron going? Is he the one who replaces Griffey? It's a wash for me. I think I'd rather use Griffey for now, while set 1 is still around. You look at David Wright, he plays third and short. Well, I love Derek Jeter, and Chipper Jones might be my wild card. So, I don't need the third baseman. I'm not taking one of those guys to DH. I got David Ortiz DHing anyway. So, if you look at pure utility on what a lot of teams look like right now, I think Randy Johnson is the best pick. I do think he's also the most effective card. Now, when set 1 goes away and we're moving into set 2, decisions have to be made. I think that makes Hank Aaron my second pick from the pack. I'm super excited that David Wright is a new legend. I'm 0 for 8 with that card in Battle Royale, though. I checked before I started this video, and being 0 for 8 with that type of card in BR, that's, oh, there goes the timer's about, yeah. So, all the cards are good. It's personal preference. I think Randy Johnson's the pick, and I wouldn't think twice about it. Boys and girls, we got through 5 questions. That's pretty good. I feel like 4 to 5 is going to end up being the norm, but maybe if we get some shorter ones, we can just fly through them in the next couple videos. Reminder, no 10-minute mailbag next week. I'll have something else for you, and it is going to be fun, informative. It's a question I've been asked many times, so I hope it helps you guys out. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening, but most importantly, thank you guys for commenting, because without your comments and without your questions, this series could not exist. So please continue to comment. We will get to this batch of comments on this video 2 weeks from now, okay? We're going to continue with the series once I get back from Louisville, Kentucky. If you guys know any hot spots, by the way, put them in the comments. Maybe I'll have time to stop by. Thanks so much. See you guys next time.